Hey everybody, today I wanted to do a video on contouring because contouring is a really important part of makeup and you probably do more contouring than you actually realize, but today I want to talk about face contouring. I'm going to be talking about a MAC product that just recently came out. It's called Sculpt and Shape, and they're Sculpt and Shape powders. They're duo powders, and they come with the highlighting side and a contouring side, and they are specifically made for highlighting and contouring. They're not blush and they're not bronzer, so it's a different kind of product, and it's one of the first for MAC. Now, they are limited edition products, but they're great, and I really suggest that you go out and get them. They cost $21, which is not bad at all, about the cost of your bronzer or blot powder. There are 3 brushes being promoted with this collection. One is a new brush, the 138. It's a tapered blending brush. It kind of comes to a point at the end. It's actually a really great brush, and I really like it. So I suggest getting that. They are re-promoting the 169 and the 223 brushes. If you have the 168, it's pretty much the same thing as far as the face brush goes, and the 224 is pretty much the same thing as the 223. So if you have those brushes, then you're in pretty good shape. I have the bonebeige emphasized duo, and it is a great little duo here. The top is the highlighting powder and the bottom is the contouring powder, and I use my mini, my short-handled, I guess, 168 brush to contour and highlight. Today I want to show you a little bit about contouring and highlighting the face. Alright, so I'm going to start contouring. I'm going to be using my 168 brush, and whenever I'm saying that I'm contouring, I'm using the darker powder, and when I'm highlighting, I'm using the lighter one. Now, in this duo, the darker powder, and I'm not sure which name is which, so I'm just going to call it the darker one. The contouring powder is matte. It has a matte finish. The highlighting powder is slightly iridescent. It's actually really pretty. It's not too much, and they're not huge sparkles, but they're really pretty. So I recommend you go in and play around with those at least a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some powder on my brush, on my 168, the contouring powder, and I'm going to start off applying to my cheeks. I'm going to be applying it from the ear to the corner of the lip is kind of the direction I'm going. I'm going at a diagonal, following the line of my jaw, and it's going to be right underneath my cheekbone. Just going to apply the contouring powder there, making sure to blend. And even with just that, you can tell that this gives the effect that my cheek is a little bit sunk in there. That's the effect that we're looking for. And sunk in isn't the right word, it's contoured, there's a shadow there. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, just putting it right under my cheekbone, going at a diagonal, using my ear and the corner of my lip as kind of a guideline. So another way that you can contour the face, aside from right on the cheeks, is applying a little bit of the contouring powder right around your temples. And you can just kind of wrap that right along the hairline to right underneath the cheekbone. To contour the nose, you can bring it right here where you see that there's a natural shadow. Just right along the sides. I like to put just a little bit up here by my hairline. And then a little bit more contouring powder on the chin. And on the sides where the jaw is, just kind of almost underneath. Now these contouring and highlighting techniques really play up on the natural shadows that are illuminated on the face when the sun is shining down. It's a very natural, healthy look. Okay, so as for highlighting, I'll show you where you put the highlighting powder. I just use the same brush, my 168, the little angled boy. I don't know why my brush is a boy, but anyway. First I'm going to bring it straight down my nose, just like this. And then up here I'm just going to kind of blend it out on the forehead. I'm going to bring it right on the apples of the cheeks, almost near the eyes. And I also like to put some right above where I just put the contouring powder on my chin. So that's basic contouring of the face. It's really not that difficult as long as you know where to place it on your face. I will say that the ultimate goal for most contouring is to give the face an oval shape. So you might want to keep that in mind while contouring your face, depending on the type of face depending on the type of shape your face has. When I said at the beginning of this video that most of us do know how to contour, contouring is really something that most of you know if you watch these videos. You contour your eyes probably every day without even realizing what you're doing. So it's something that will become habit, I promise. To contour the eyes, you put a highlight color up on your brow bone. If your eyes are wide set, you can put darker colors in the inner corners. If they're not wide set, you can put lighter colors so that they don't look really close together. The darker color goes on the outside, and you put a darker color in your crease to give depth to the eyes. This is all part of contouring, and it's something that probably just comes second nature to you that you just didn't realize. So when you start contouring the face more often and more frequently, and figuring out what works for your face, you'll realize that it just becomes second nature to you. But I hope that this video did help, and I really suggest getting the Sculpt and Shape powders. If you have any more questions, feel free to message me. On my eyes, I'm wearing Parrot again, and Print, and Shroom, and I'm one of those that is obsessed with Parrot and thinks it's the best color ever, and I'm planning on using it every day. So if you were gonna suggest something like that, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Wear it like every day. I'm infatuated. So yeah. Oh, and I'm also wearing Navy Stain as a liner. So I'll see you guys soon. Hope this helped.